What's going on, YouTube? Some of you may know I recently acquired a World War II P08 Luger. I haven't gotten it out to the range yet because while I was dry firing it with snap caps, I found that the trigger was not resetting. So I looked around on some of the forums and found a couple of potential issues, and I don't think any of those are the problem. But I'm going to go through some of them with you and see if we can get this thing fixed. Alright, the first suggestion was that the side plate was not properly fit and was too loose and would not provide sufficient tension to allow the trigger lever to operate the trigger bar. But there is no movement there. It's plenty tight, so that's obviously not the problem. Move on to the second potential issue. There's the trigger bar, which they said could be binding, but as you can see, moves freely, no issues. The third potential problem was that there was corrosion or cosmoline causing the trigger bar plunger to stick. But as you can see, that moves freely, no corrosion, no issue there. The next and final potential problem that I was able to find online was that there's not enough tension left in the trigger bar spring to hold back the trigger bar and allow it to reset. So obviously that is not the problem either. So we'll dig a little bit deeper here. I'm going to remove the toggle assembly. Reinstall that on the frame, minus the toggle assembly. Put the side plate back. Let's take a look at the action. If you look down in that little recess there, you can see the back side of that plunger. And as you can see, it is not resetting on its own. But if you release the trigger with a little bit of force, it will reset. So that leads me to believe that there is too much material on that little area of the trigger lever, which is not allowing that plunger to slide over it and reset. So in order to remove that, take a flathead screwdriver, pry that little retainer pin out of the way. I'm going to use a punch to push it out. And you can lift that up and out of the side plate. Now using a needle file, I'm just going to remove some material. Thin out that front edge a little bit. using some 1000 grit sandpaper. Polish that surface back up. Use some rubbing alcohol to clean it off. A little bit of Brownell's Oxbow Blue. On a cotton swab. Reassemble that. Now we are in business. Hopefully we'll get out to the range soon and test it out with some live ammunition. Thanks for watching. One thing, if your gun is all original parts matching, this is not likely to be your problem. It's probably going to be either your side plate has come loose, there's something causing your plunger stick or your trigger bar spring is worn out. But if you have a shooter grade Luger with parts that are not matching, there is a fairly high likelihood that some of the parts may have been fit improperly. So hopefully this helps somebody, and thanks for watching.